Welcome back to Football Kings. Napoli are champions. I
Scudetto.
know, I
The
know,
fuck
like
Scudetto.
I know people thought, Osimhen leaving. I don't know if people thought it would make Napoli win anything. But
That was
Osimhen
it.
leaving definitely sparked some concerns. Like Osimhen is not around, the whole drama. Conte
He did not care.
became the coach, said he did not want Osimhen, he did not want Osimhen part of the project.
He
And
doesn't need him. Yeah.
at the end of the day, he won.
Got his boy Lukaku. Got Mctominay. I can't believe that
Who would have
McTominay is
thought?
McTominay. Do you know how old he is?
How old is he?
I think he's like 28. I could not believe it.
28.
Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you fact check it.
McTominay.
I saw that he was 28, but maybe I'm wrong. I used to think McTominay was a young player.
But remember, before McTominay even got to Napoli, he was scoring some goals for Man
He,
U.
he was the one saving Eric Ten Hag.
With some brilliant
He
performances.
was the one saving. So there are some players man you saw that I don't still understand.
Why they
One,
let them go?
yes, McTominay,
Fred.
especially for Eric Ten Hag, he really helped him in his second season.
Mm-hmm.
The season before was this guy in the midfield. What's his name? This Brazilian boy,
Fred.
Fred. Fred was not bad,
Because it was like Fred, Ericsson,
and
McTominay.
Fred was hardworking and everything, right?
They even let Wan-Bissaka go. It's just crazy because
So
I think of the Europa League final,
yeah,
and I'm thinking all these players in that squad, I don't think Spurs would have won.
no,
Wan-Bissaka, Fred,
no,
McTominay.
no, I don't
It's
think
just
so.
there's always a saying like people's
I don't
career
think
die
so.
when they get to Manchester United. But anyway, this life is not really about Manchester United. But
We'll
Napoli,
come
they're
to them.
champions. That's impressive.
Yeah, Conte is the first Italian manager to win three Scudettos in three different clubs.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that's a very big achievement. A very big
Him,
achievement.
him and his team.
Crazy. Yeah.
Wow. But they won it like it was really close. It was like a 1 point difference
Yeah.
between
So
Napoli and
if
Inter.
anyone had drawn, and you know the funny thing, Inter Milan were giving 3 minutes, while Napoli were giving 5 minutes. So Inter
Wow.
Milan finished the game, and they
And
were
we're
watching
waiting.
Napoli on the big screen.
Oh my days. Just
Very
1 point.
painful. Very
1 point
painful.
would have made that difference.
And you
But
know
at
the
least,
funny thing is in the last 3 games that Napoli came back. I hope you know.
yeah.
Inter Milan just drop point and that's it.
Wow. Impressive.
It's
But now
crazy.
I guess this opens more, gives Inter Milan more vim to go into the Champions League and
Wow,
try
that's
to win it. Because now that they
but,
didn't win the Scudetto, they at least they can go for Champions League,
but
right?
Conte generally does not do well in the Champions League. I don't know why. To be honest, I don't know why. But he doesn't do well in the Champions League. He doesn't. Like his record in the Champions League is abysmal. If we go back and check, it's either it comes out in the quarterfinal or second round. He doesn't go past those two
I guess
positions.
there's some coaches like that, right? Like how people say Pep is great in the league, but he's
Mm.
not good in Champions League. I mean, he was kicked out of Champions League so many times before he finally
Yeah,
like
yeah,
won. Although he obviously will get to like semi-finals or finals, but he
yeah.
always like he just never had luck in that competition.
True,
But
true,
it's
true.
quite impressive though. Inter Milan now have that vim going against PSG. It's almost like there's that
Hmm.
burning desire to win
Oh,
something.
PSG would see.
I think it's gonna be bloody. I think it's gonna
Okay.
be
But
crazy.
this year in terms of people that are winning trophies
Yeah.
is the year they call it the year of the underdogs.
The year of the underdogs. It
The year
really
of the
is.
underdogs. Inter Milan lost a final, Italian Cup. Now they've lost this one, the league.
Mm-hmm.
Crystal Palace wins.
Yeah.
In which other place? Anyway, we can't say Barcelona, they were the underdogs. Can't really say.
Barcelona, they had an awesome season.
Yes,
They had
you can't
an
say
amazing
they
season.
are underdogs. They're never underdogs.
Yeah, they're definitely not underdogs, but
But
they had an
yeah,
amazing season.
yeah. So that's the thing. And Conte, a bit weird the way he the thing I like about Conte is it feels like he identified who he wanted. They were not very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
McTominay was a
Mm-hmm.
good price. Lukaku, his boy that knows him,
Mm-hmm.
good price. So
Mm-hmm.
assembled a team that he can coach, improve them.
Yeah.
He improved the players,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
That's impressive. I mean, congrats to Napoli. I don't know if we have any Napoli fans in the chat, but if you're a Napoli fan and you're in the chat, congrats to you. I don't really know how many. I don't really know a lot of Napoli fans, and to be honest, I started hearing a lot about Napoli and watching a bunch of Napoli games when Osimhen was at Napoli. Everybody, I feel like
Exactly. He's
almost a
still at
lot of.
Napoli, right?
I mean, when he was like, actively playing for them, I feel like a lot of Nigerians, Africans really
Supported
started supporting
Napoli.
Napoli
Yeah,
when
yeah, yeah.
Osimhen was there. But now
Was there.
Osimhen is pretty much on loan in Turkey to Galatasaray. It's like nobody really cares about Napoli that much. But look at Napoli. Honestly, the start of this season, when Conte was like he doesn't see Osimhen as part of his project, I already ruled
People
it in
thought
my
he
head
was
like
people. Everyone thought he was crazy.
yeah, I already ruled it in my head of
Yeah,
like yeah, this guy's not going to be
nah,
successful.
yeah.
But then he did
But
it.
he's won it in three places. I think Juve, Inter, and Napoli. He's a
Impressive.
title-winning coach. He wins the title in
Wait,
Italy
what did
anywhere
you
he
win? What did you
goes.
win at Spurs? What did you win at Spurs?
That's why I was always angry because no. The thing is that that sports relationship was really weird because I felt like at the background he requested for certain profile of players,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I don't think Daniel Levy fully gave him. Daniel Levy gave him some, but not
Mm-hmm.
all.
Well,
You
not
want to
all.
make Conte happy. This is what Napoli did. You want to make him happy. Give him everything he wants. If you say he needs A, give him A. He needs B, give you need F, take F. G, oh H, I don't have H. Which other alternative do you? Okay, give me Z. Okay, take
Mm-hmm.
Z.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way to make Conte happy, and he will deliver.
Mm-hmm.
He won title in Chelsea. It's not a coincidence. He
Yeah,
won it in Chelsea,
definitely
three
knows what
times
he's
in
doing.
Italy,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah,
So that's it.
yeah. Well, great for him, man. Great for him. Great for the team.
Yeah.
Well, let's.
Mctominay too has been a revelation, right?
It's
Anyway,
been it's been good.
he's been showing the
How
signs
many
that
how many goals does now? Let's take a look at McTominay's season so far. Let's look at his stats this season. McTominay this season. Scott McTominay.
how
Um,
many goals does he have?
we're about to check that. Let's see McTominay's. If we just give him one
My
second,
my
read up.
you are just I don't know. That club is just so weird and
I think we're talking
weird.
offline about like their plans. We'll get to that
Yeah,
our
yeah.
conversation offline. But McTominay has had a really good
How
season.
many goals does he have?
16 goals across all competitions, four
How many?
assists. Well,
Not bad.
47 games played.
Not
But
bad for
not bad. He's not really a
a
striker.
midfielder.
He's a
A
defensive. He's
midfielder.
a midfield
Defense. He's a
kind of
defensive
like defensive
midfielder,
midfielder. Yeah.
right?
So
So
not really bad for him.
yeah,
Quite decent performance so far.
yeah.
But yeah, let's see Lukaku. I'm actually curious to see
Your boy Lukaku.
La Kaka.
Lakaka.
La Kaka.
If
Oh
he
my
doesn't
days.
have 15 goals, he didn't do
Yeah,
well
he has 14. Yeah, he has 17 goals
in all
and
competitions.
in all competitions and 11 assists.
He tried
And
11.
yeah, 11 assists and 41 appearances this
Not
season. Yeah,
bad, not bad, not
actually
bad.
very decent. La
Very
Kaka.
decent.
Wow.
28 goal
We give,
involvement. That's
we
good.
give him a lot. We give him a lot of
Just
stick,
take,
but
yeah,
then I mean, he's okay, right? He's okay. To me, I've never really liked Lukaku and his style of play. I always
yeah.
felt like he disappointed. Every time I watched him in Belgium, he was like disappointed
He missed
people.
so many chances that we
So
all gave
many
up on
clear
him.
people just like, yeah, this guy is not good. But
Useless.
I mean, it's good to see that. Yeah, he had a decent season. He had a good season.
Mm.
Congrats to Napoli and all the Napoli fans. If you're a Napoli fan in the chat, congrats to you. But congrats to all the Napoli fans out there. 1 point. 1 point made a
1 point.
difference. 1 point made a difference. You see, that's what makes it tricky when you're like dropping points in the game, picking up points.
You,
All these things matter when you start tallying up
you know
points.
something I just thought of now that
What do you
crossed my
think of?
head.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, but I'll throw it out there. I'll just ask you the question and tell me what you think.
Yeah,
If Conte was given Arteta's team, do you think he'll win the title?
of course. I think
Hundred
so.
percent.
I think so.
100%.
I think
With
so.
that defense.
I actually saw a take online. I can't remember the creator that said this, but this is not like my
Yeah.
own default take, but I kind of agree with the take. And the
Yeah.
take was that this new generation of managers, they
Yeah.
don't know how to adapt as well as the older generation know how to
Exactly.
adapt.
Exactly.
When you look at Ruben Amorim, and this is just an example, Ruben Amorim and Postecoglou, you can see like Postecoglou removed that high line immediately he scored and sat
Immediately
deep
scrapped. He scrapped
and
it.
just deep block, did not want to make any
Was
mistake,
all about the
protect
trust.
that goal. I want to win. And I just feel like someone like Ateta, he adapts, right?
Mm.
But it just takes him so much. He's kind of like stubborn and set on his way and his style of play and what he wants to do. Where like people point out, even sometimes the press, right, point out things to him and tell him, "Don't you think you should do this? Don't you think you should do that?" Now that Spurs have done this, doesn't this say something about like you guys not winning the trophy? And
Yeah.
him still
Yeah.
having a mentality of we are the best, this is how we play, this is what we want.
No,
It's
no, no.
like, and I'm even
And
seeing it with Pep too. He's like he's stubborn. But yeah,
we,
what do you want to say?
should we jump to the case of Manchester United now?
Okay, let's go to Manchester
Now
United.
that we're on Manchester United, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the Man U. I read today that the Man U board are a big. They are a bit confused in the sense that they're actually telling Ruben Amorim if he can adapt, but
Mm-hmm.
he's insistent that he's not going to change the way he plays.
The the 3-4-3.
Yes, he's not going to change it. He's not going to change it, right? That's the way he plays. That's he lives and he's going to die by it. So that's
Makes
a dilemma. But the
makes sense.
breaking news today for Manchester United fans,
Mm-hmm.
drum roll,
Drum roll.
they are selling. All your squad has been put for sale. Everybody, even from
From the
Bruno,
keeper to the
everybody is
striker.
for sale. That Jim Ratcliffe, that guy is just is something else. He
Is
says cut is it cutting measure? What is it? Cut something measure.
cost cutting measures.
Cost cost cutting measure.
Yeah, cost cutting measures. Yeah.
That's what why everybody is for sale.
As they should be.
He is willing to listen to offers for anybody.
Of
And you know what
course.
he said? He said
Well,
there are like 5 or 6 people in Manchester United squad that are overpaid. Casemiro, bro, he wants to sell all of them because there
sell
is no
them.
use.
Sell them.
Right? There's no use. If you look at it, people are earning. How much is Bruno earning? Bruno is
Yeah,
what?
we
But
can pull
let's
it
know
up.
how much. Who is the highest earner? You talk of Rashford. Rashford will be earning close to 400 per
Just
week.
wasting money.
Even Hoyland. I'm interested to see how much Hoyland earns.
The
Hoyland is
highest, the highest earner, the highest earner in Man U is Casemiro. He's earning an estimated 350,000 pounds per
pounds.
week. That's crazy.
How much does Hoyland earn?
350k pounds per
How
week
much
is
does Hoyland earn?
insane.
I'm
Hold on.
curious.
Okay, let's find out Rasmus.
So most of them are just overpaid, and now that there's no Europe, to me,
It's kind of pointless, right?
yeah. So to me, I feel like they
Hoyland
need
doesn't
to
earn a lot. He earns like 85k per week.
Hoyland, Hoyland, Austin, welcome.
Oh, Austin's in charge. Austin, what's up? Yeah, congrats to
They
Napoli.
didn't miss. They didn't miss Osimhen now.
Yeah, this was what we were saying when we started the live. Like
They didn't miss
Osimhen,
Osimhen. Yeah,
Yeah, Osimhen is like was not part of Conte's projects, but at the
yeah,
end of the
didn't
day,
miss Osimhen. Yeah,
they won. So it's kind of like, what's the
yeah.
point? What's the point of
He
Osimhen?
brought his boy Lukaku, right? So
Lakaka.
Lukaku, he did the job for them. So they move.
Oh my
They move
days.
with Mctominay that Manchester United did not want.
Yeah,
He did a good job for them this season, right?
that's
So
impressive.
that's just it. So now they've put everybody on the Manchester
Yeah,
United. All the players have up for sale.
yeah.
Everybody. And the worst part is after the final, you had
Mhm,
Garnacho
mhm.
started making noise. Oh, his future.
Yeah.
He's leaving
It was
Manchester.
like it was like after all the hell, all the things I did. Let me actually, as you're talking, let me actually pull up what Ganacho says. Yeah, keep saying
Bro, Garnacho, keep quiet. What did you do for the club? You did this, you did that. What did you do? My Austin is saying, man, you yeah. It's a real area situation. Everybody is for sale. to Bruno Fernandes, everybody.
This is what Ganacho said. It's difficult for all of us. This season has been total shit. We lost the final in Europa League. We didn't beat anyone in the Premier League. It has been so bad, to be fair. Until the final, I played every round helping the team. Then the final arrives. I play only 20 minutes. I don't know, to be fair. I don't know, if this is fair or whatever. As this also has an impact for sure. My future, the final, the season, as the whole situation at the club, I will try to enjoy the summer and then we'll see what happens. I guess.
Bro, enjoy the summer. You are for sale.
Yeah, but who would sign? Wait, realistically, who would sign players? I think the only person that clubs want right now is Bruno
It's
Fernandes.
Bruno.
Bruno is the only one that clubs really want to go for because Bruno is insane, right? I can see any club coming for Bruno. Even Real Madrid can go for Bruno Fernandes.
Oh my God. Maybe Real Madrid should even go for
Even
Bruno.
Real Madrid, maybe this
That's
is
where he should
maybe
go.
this is the Cruz replacement.
Yes, that's where
Bruno
he should
is
go.
the Cruz
Replace
replacement.
Luka Modric.
Or Luka Modric.
Yes, he should
Right?
replace Luka Modric, right? So that's it. And then it's kind of weird. I don't feel Bruno should be on that list, but at the same time, maybe he should go. They need Manchester United now. They need to do what Chelsea and Nottingham Forest did.
Mm-hmm.
The squad is too much dead weight. Sell most of them. Reduce the wage bill, right? You don't want to have people. Also, is saying finishing 16th out of 20, no Europe, no trophy. That's it. It's really terrible. 16th.
Nothing.
Like I can't still imagine that Manchester United is finishing 16th.
This has to be their worst season
16th
in years.
Okay, you know what I'll put forward. I'll ask you this question and you tell me what you think.
Yeah.
Do you think Ruben Amorim is a fraud?
Actually, I saw people saying this online
Yeah.
that Ruben Amorim is a fraud. I go back to the same thing. I go back to the same thing I said. These new age managers and this set style of play makes no sense. You are a coach. Results matter.
Yeah.
The 3-4-3 is not working with the squad of players you have.
Why don't you wait till the summer?
Adjust. Do you think Aristotle is stupid for deciding not to make that much changes when he joined the team? He's not stupid. He realized that the team of players he has fits so much with club style of play. He just made a few tweaks. He didn't make a major surgical change.
Yeah.
He won the league. You came into the squad.
You came in mid
season.
Then you are now making wholesale changes.
It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. That 3-4-3 makes no sense. Yes, you have Dogu doing crazy things. Dogu can easily be a left back.
He's a new player. He's a new.
I know they just got him. Like you can easily just be a left back.
That's the only good person in their squad.
That's him, Bruno.
Him and Mazarawi. The rest are not good.
Yes.
The rest are no good. Maybe Mazarawi, you can have what's his name? That was their defender. Maguire.
Yeah, Maguire actually surprisingly was one of their top people in the back line.
Those are the only three. The rest should be sold compulsorily. Austin is saying Manchester United has a voodoo on them. Could this be the cause from Fergie's time?
I don't know. I think it just goes back to what I told you. That Man U have been transitioning in years.
Yeah.
Right? They've not just had one transition season.
It almost feels like
they spent years transitioning.
Yeah.
Because it goes back to the same things. You do not get a good enough replacement and back that person, even if things go so bad, right? Yeah. Things are not as bad as they are now.
But yes, I have an argument.
Glazers too, and the management they've done is poor. They've not managed.
Do you know that
well?
I have an argument. You know the argument I have.
What?
When Sir Alex left, he handpicked David Moyes. There was a reason he handpicked David Moyes. It just felt like they never gave David Moyes a chance. After 8 months, they just sacked him. Go. Like, this guy was handpicked by Ferguson will not pick someone wrong for you. Right? You see David Moyes now. Now, okay. How old is David Moyes?
I can check.
This was 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? It was 12 years ago. And I'm sure then David Moyes will have been around maybe 49 or 50.
That grown with the club.
Yeah, so maybe 62. I'm right. So David Moyes was 50 years old then. right? Fergie was 70. Are you telling me that Fergie that chose David Moyes just because what was his, he was maybe fourth in the table, few wins and lots, but he was just coming from Everton, and coming to a new team, right?
Give him some chance.
Give me some time. They didn't even give him up to a year. They just dismissed him. That's where their problem started from. And before that, Ferguson did not build a team.
He did not really build a team and
You see,
hand this over.
yes, you see, Klopp.
He
Before,
did.
the reason Klopp did not leave, Klopp should have. Do you know? I have a theory that Klopp wanted to leave like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He was showing that he was tired.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get? Now he's doing his
Yeah.
adverts. That's his
Yeah.
this.
He's tired of coach. He has made all the
Yeah,
money.
2 years he was tired. It was obvious, but I
Yeah.
think they begged him to stay to build the squad.
Yes, and hand it over. Yeah.
Yeah, he started to buy people here, there.
Mm-hmm.
Last season, but you kept on noticing that he was just buying,
Mm-hmm.
buying replacement. This person left. You had a lot of people that left your team.
Yeah, Fabinho left. He
Fabinho, so
bought.
many of them.
Firmino left. He bought.
He
Mane
replaced.
left. He bought.
Bought.
Luis Diaz.
Was
Yeah.
replacing
Mhm.
every single person.
Every single thing. Yeah.
Then when he left,
Sly, everybody. Yeah.
he handed over a team that was not very old.
A young team.
Is blended.
A fairly young team.
Experienced people and new
Yeah.
guys that he knows will do something.
But the experienced people are few, right? What are the experienced people? Alisson, Van
maybe like
Dijk,
6 or
Salah.
7.
Who else is the experienced person? Henderson left. What's his name? All of them
left
left.
back, right? So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Now,
Robertson. Yeah.
Ferguson did not do Man U a favor. He did not leave a team.
Mm-hmm.
He had the time to build it. He just refused to retire. That was the problem. Like in your last 2 seasons, I know he was bringing in people like Welbeck and all these guys, right? But Ferguson has built so many teams over the years. Why didn't you build a team in 2012? Build a new team.
Yeah.
Do you get? Then you hand them over. If you handed over a good team to David Moyes, a complete team to David Moyes, David Moyes would just be cruising.
Yeah.
Do you get? What's Austin saying?
He said
True.
Manchester United fans were not patient with
David Moyes. Manchester United fans want to win every life. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
life
the
is not like you have
truth.
to have transition seasons,
Right?
There are sometimes you fall out of you are some like I would say City, they are having a transition season right now.
Yeah.
Right? Because they didn't win any trophy. They are struggling to even make top 4. Liverpool, we had the same season 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? Where we finished 5th in the table.
Yeah.
So many people, like you said, like so many people left after that
Yeah.
season too
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
We had to spend some time buying people and rebuilding a little bit in
Yeah.
those areas that were lacking.
Yeah.
So it's like you cannot win all the time. You cannot win the league, keep winning the league, keep winning the league. It doesn't work that way. It's a competitive league.
And one thing I'll throw into the mix now is I can tell you, Guardiola wanted to leave Manchester City. The only reason he stayed back, I will tell you this, is because he wants to build a team to live for them.
Yes.
And that's why the argument is coming up today that it feels like Manchester City want to replace all those old guys. De Bruyne, they're not ready to. Bernardo Silva, he's going.
Go. Yeah.
They want to replace all of them.
Yeah.
Right? Pep is kind of wary. Even them Gundu is wary a bit. He doesn't want. Manchester City would prefer having a big squad.
Yes.
I don't know how many players he has, maybe 20 or something like that.
Yeah, he said he doesn't want to have more than like he said. I told you, like he doesn't want to have such a large squad. Yeah.
So most of the time is around 18-20 he rolls with. But the club would prefer you having like 25,
24, 25. Yeah.
Yeah, because when he leaves now, another manager would come in and take over everything he's doing. They are building a new team, not for because they know he's going to leave. Maybe next year he will be gone.
Yeah, most likely.
Right?
Most likely, yeah.
So that's the thing. And if you didn't build a team, and so that's the root cause of all this problem.
Yeah.
Now, they've always wanted to, like Austin said, they were no patience. That impatience is still following them for
till
the last
now.
12 years.
You've had transition, almost a transition decade.
12 years. It's 12. And it's been like this.
And do you know what? Do you know why I really wanted them to lose Europa? Because I
Why?
feel like they keep doing this, have a poor season but win something
Yes,
as
and
a
the
as
yes,
an
excuse.
excuse to think
Yes,
that things
yes,
are okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yes,
but
impatience is the voodoo. Impatience is
yeah,
the voodoo. Like
yeah,
they keep thinking, oh, like for example, if they had won Europa, they will say,
yeah.
hey, it's just league
Eh,
form was
we-
poor.
we're
But
in
at the end of the
Champions
day,
League.
we won Europa unbeaten. We are invincible in Europa. We are still in Champions League. We still had a better season than us now.
Yeah, they had the they
Makes no
had the
sense.
they had the sorry, they had the escape last season
Yes,
where they had a terrible league. Not terrible, but they finished
poor,
eighth.
poor, but they won
But
FA.
they won FA Cup that took them to Europe. So they wanted to use the back door again. But it's life. Such is life. You can't keep using back door. The back door was locked now. Yeah, on Wednesday. It felt like they want to die. They want to kill themselves.
All the man you fans just
I'm seeing
in the
Saeed.
mud.
Yeah, Saeed want to kill himself. He said he will not recover. Bro, you will recover from it.
Yeah. The
And what's
over
his name?
exaggerated glory during Ferguson's days clouded the fans. Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He
yes,
did.
that's it. And you know the funny thing is that towards the end of Fergie's time, eh, Fergie had huge influence on the refs.
Mm.
Yes, for those that Austin can testify, Fergie had huge influence on the refs. There are
Mm.
certain things they were afraid to blow because he was just so powerful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fergie was just so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So now this time of VAR and offside and everything, and like
Yeah.
Fergie will not win anything. If there was goal line technology, there was offside and all this thing, then
Yeah. During
wow,
Fergie's time. Mm-hmm.
Fergie would not win. And trust me, because there were many matches that we can still remember that
Mm-hmm.
the goal was Howard Webb. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I remember it felt like Howard Webb was his first son. That's how or Howard Webb.
Oh
For
my
let's
days.
let's not go into Howard Webb now because it just bring back trauma. Howard Webb. Clear foul.
Wow.
Howard Webb will not blow. He will not blow because it's Man U. There are a lot of refs, not just Howard Webb, right? So, but let's park that aside. So that was the main. So he was just carrying the club. He felt like he was dragging the club. He injected a lot of youth players. Carrying that experience was there.
Yeah.
He knows how to, and his assistant, I've forgotten the guy's name. His assistant, that a very brilliant man that was always with him.
Yeah.
The guy, yeah, I don't know, even Steve McCray. I don't know I've forgotten his name.
Mm-hmm.
He left, right? Had it been maybe that guy stayed with Moyes and all of that, or maybe he stayed with Moyes, I don't know, but I don't
I
think
still
so,
I still feel like
right?
them not even giving like Van Nistelrooy a chance.
Mm.
Like them say they don't want Van Nistelrooy, they wanted Amorim. Amorim is exciting, he's doing stuff at Portugal Sporting Lisbon, he's going to come in and change things. I actually think it was kind of crazy for them to do that
Amorim,
mid-season.
they should have left. They should have left Rude Boy
Mm-hmm.
till the end of the season.
To the end of the season and see where they
Because
get to.
worst case, it cannot be worse than what they are now.
I don't think they'll have 21 losses in a league.
Never,
21 losses is
never.
crazy. And it
You
could be
will not have.
22. It could be 22 on Sunday. It actually could be 22 on Sunday.
You know why I said it will not. It can never. It won't. It won't. It would not have been like that. Van Nistelrooy, the few games he played maybe 3 games or 4 games. He
Yeah.
was using the players according to their strengths.
Yes. 4-2-3-1.
He was using them according to he was not
Just play four two
overcomplicated.
three one.
That
Why are you complicating
simple.
things?
We have possession. We go long. Everybody forward. We are playing in the other opposition half. Rashford is running through the middle, crossing. Not
Some simple long
simple.
balls. Make it
Build it.
aggressive.
That's it.
Keep it
And
simple.
yeah, he could have done because his first 4 games he did far better than Ruben Amorim. First game draw, second game loss, third game loss. It was like in his fourth game, maybe he got his first win or fifth game.
And that's what people are saying online, that the only thing that he's doing is winning the press. It is not. He's
He
not
just is
doing
a fraud.
anything.
The
You
guy
think
is
he's
a
a fraud?
fraud. Let me now tell you something. We've had this argument about Ten Hag and him.
Yeah.
Ten Hag has a win ratio of totally in Man U, not even in the bad seasons,
Mm-hmm.
of about 50%.
Yeah.
Ruben Amorim has a win ratio of maybe I'm even what am I even saying? Like maybe 30 something percent. 30 something. Do you know what 30 something percent
Oh,
means? 30
it's
something
poor.
percent is like them Southampton.
They literally had no manager bounce. No
Kingsley,
manager,
remember,
nothing.
I don't know whether it was start of the year. We had this argument when I said, if not for the points Eric Ten Hag left on the board,
They
Man
would
U
have
should have
been
been relegated.
they would have been relegated.
Yes, they would have been relegated because it's the points Eric Ten Hag left on the board that carried them. Ten Hag was 8 points. Kids, listen to this. Ten Hag was 8 points off top four. Eight is nothing,
8 is nothing, actually.
right?
Yeah.
And I know Ten Hag, the way he is crooked.
I
Ten
know he
Hag
will
is
not I
crooked.
know he will not get 21
Without
losses.
his bowed head, Ten Hag is crooked.
He might get a lot
Right.
of draws, but he will not get 21
January
losses.
transfer, he has one or two people, he will start getting those draws coming back. Do you get what I'm saying?
And now Leverkusen is going for Ten Hag. Bayern Leverkusen are actually going for Ten Hag. And Ten Hag is very open to that Leverkusen job. As Xabi Alonso is going to Real Madrid, Ten Hag is going to Bayern Leverkusen. We will see for sure if Ten Hag really is a fraud or Man U were the problem.
Yes,
We will
because
see at Leverkusen.
and you know what Ten Hag always said? What does he always say?
What was he saying?
I win trophy everywhere I go.
He won trophy 2 seasons though. He won trophy back to back.
I win
It's 2
trophies
FA Cups.
everywhere I go.
I know Man U fans did not like the way he was switching and
Playing
changing
and
and switching and changing, and he
the
did not have the
players
style
were
of
not
play.
just good. The players were not good. He was
But
trying to
at the
manage
end
them.
of the day, we cannot
Yeah.
rule out the fact that he was adapting. He was trying to adapt. He was trying to get results.
And
right?
should I tell you something?
And he utilized Mino and those boys very well.
Should I tell you something? Should I tell you one funny thing Man U fans don't realize? You know, Ten Hag did not play his style of play in Man U.
Because he was not working. When he
He
tried the
did
style
not
of play against
play.
Brentford, they lost.
They destroyed him.
Yes, he
Ten Hag
changed
did
it.
not play his style of play in Man U. What he played in if you watch Ten Hag in Ajax, oh my God, you'll be marveled. Like nice football, and that's what they were expecting. But when he came, and first of all, the group of players he inherited were not good.
De Gea could not really. He was not really in form. Ronaldo was kind of like
old. He could not press.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And
then the player drama started.
Right?
It was too strict.
And the only thing I would blame Ten Hag for, he needs to take the blame. And everybody can agree, he doesn't know how to buy players. Which I feel Manchester United should have known, because in Ajax, it's the club that buys players for him.
Just say what you need. You profile the player you need.
Ajax, they have profile of players. Oh, XYZ, we're recruiting this. They have, do you like it? Yes. Go out, recruit young guys, give them to Ten Hag, he does the job. But you now came and you now gave Ten Hag your whole money.
And say, go and sign.
Your future. And say, go and sign. We give you 200 million. Bro, party time. Ten Hag has never seen that kind of money. Immediately, transfer market, this guy was just
spending on scrap.
Yahoo, Anthony 18 million. Yahoo, yeah, that's what this guy was doing. Anybody, how much are you? Take it. The guy does not know. That's the only thing I blame him for. But apart from that, based on the players he had, he was trying to just package and use. And it's the same when Van Nistelrooy came. Van Nistelrooy tried to do the same thing, but he made it a slight tweak, which I feel there was an argument between him and Ten Hag.
Yeah,
Van Nistelrooy and Ten Hag, because I felt like then Rude Boy wanted that job. There were some mistakes that Ten Hag was making. That was like, if you have an assistant manager, I have people that are with me, other coaches that are with me. I always ask, why is this happening? And we'll put our head together
and work as a team.
Say, what player can we bring in? You work as a team, quick. Okay, we're making the next change. You're not even you are the coach of the team, but The other guys are helping you. They are helping you make the change because they know
Mm-hmm.
this is what's happening in the game. Oh, bro, can we make this change? Yes, make the
Mm-hmm.
change.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? But I
Yeah.
feel like Ten Hag was just carrying a very heavy load
By himself.
by himself. And
Mm-hmm.
he's the one that went and appointed, he's the one that appointed Van Nistelrooy,
And by the way, Ten Hag
his
was also
backup
like
staff.
fighting with the press were not even like in favor of Ten Hag. He didn't
Oh,
win the
the
press.
press were
So
just
they really just
for him.
destroyed
He
him.
didn't even allow him settle.
I'm not even gonna lie, I was one of the people too that tore him down. Although my own was irrelevant,
Yeah,
but
you're part of it.
I never said anything good about him. But after this Amorim, I'm actually now reflect. Anyway, hindsight is 2020. But I'm actually reflecting, and I'm like, wow, Ten Hag really wasn't that
Eh,
bad.
That is
He
it.
really wasn't that bad.
You see, Kingsley, anybody that comes to you and preach change, beware.
Change is
Beware.
hard. It's
Ask
scary.
the person, what kind of change are we going? Is it a positive change or a negative change? Man, you wanted
It's
change,
not
they've
change.
gotten change.
It's bad.
Do you
It's
get?
bad.
So
What I'm confused about is, are you telling me you bring in an experienced coach into a team,
mm,
and that coach that is a good coach,
mm.
he's going to get 21 losses in a season,
Kingsley,
no manager bounce.
it is obvious that the players he has cannot play what he wants to do. They can't. They can't. Because this guy was doing well. He was doing well in Sporting Lisbon. You can argue that you can't be doing well in Sporting. Okay, say some people say Sporting Lisbon is a small club, is a this.
But he
Good.
left and Sporting Lisbon, they still won their league.
Yes. And his slot came from a lower league than Portugal. Portugal is
The
a more
Feyenoord league.
yes,
I can't pronounce the
Dutch.
name of
Is
that
it
league. Yeah,
Dutch?
Dutch. Yeah, he was in Feyenoord. Yeah.
But you can argue, we can
Mm-hmm.
argue that Amorim's league in
Mm-hmm.
Portugal, to me, I feel is more okay. Maybe the Dutch league. No, let me even say that I think Portuguese. Okay, maybe you should fact check it.
Yeah.
Portuguese league I think, is of a higher standard than Dutch league. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But even apart from that, check the managers that came from Portuguese league. Mourinho came from the Portuguese league. He won the Champions League in the Portuguese league when he was in Porto. He came to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Right? And Amorim is a
Right. The
student.
Portuguese league is generally regarded as harder to win
Thank you.
than the Dutch
league.
The
And
Portuguese league is actually
he
very
won the
difficult.
Portuguese league twice. I think it's twice.
Yeah.
So what are you not telling me that he doesn't know what he's doing? No. The major issue he's having, right, is this player. So
The players don't fit.
the best thing for him now is
Sell everybody.
As good as they put everybody on the transfer market. I can even help them to auction them.
Okay, let's do it. How much you sell some people for? How much you sell?
We're going there now. We take all of them, we arrange them in a market square. Immediately transfer market open, we carry bell. Bruno, stand here. Garnacho, you just stay far because your price is low. You stay beside Bruno. Make sure. Do you get it? Because that's your highest asset. Onana, you just go and sit down somewhere first.
You can even give Onana for free.
You just say, Onana, we need 5 million for Onana. 5 million. Okay, just take him. You can pay me later. No need, just take him for now. Go. That's it. They should arrange all of them as they are now.
Yeah.
The ones that feel that left, I thought they escaped. Sancho,
Rashford.
There's this boy that was from the academy that left to Marseille. I don't know if he's done a permanent transfer. Okay, maybe he's done. Forgotten his name. Anyways, we can. But people like Bruno, how much will you buy Bruno for?
Honestly, Bruno go for like 65 to 70 million.
Bruno is old already. I hope you know. How old is he?
But Bruno is talented. Bruno is talented. Come on,
they are trying to go for people like Nkunku.
Bruno can give you goals. He can also is also a playmaker. He's a 10. He's an attacking midfielder.
I think it's a bad idea to sell Bruno.
I don't think Bruno is somebody you want to sell. I feel like he's the heart of the team.
Keep him for last.
Yes,
Hold
yeah. Sell
That's why I
everybody
say
first.
if you carry them to market, you hold Bruno beside you. Sell all those outside people first. Garnacho, Mino,
So
even
even the people
Ferdinand.
that they recently bought are for sale. Delete is for sale.
Everybody,
Everybody.
everybody, the
Wow.
whole entire squad. They listed everybody. Everybody's for
For
sale.
sale.
This guy is serious.
Somebody
Delete.
can come and buy
Let
them
me ask you
wholesale.
this thing. Delete that came. Is he an elite defender? He's
No,
not.
it's not. He
He's
actually is
not.
not.
Murillo in Nottingham Forest is doing a better job
Better.
than him.
Better than him. With
Austin is
this
saying
stress to sell all their players, if Manchester United is not careful, they may be relegated. You think so?
it's possible because the problem with that is now if you go selling everybody, you don't buy quality people. It's problem because now when you go and sell, when you go to buy,
And
people say
quality people are expensive.
true. People don't. These people they need to fill up their squad. You need this guy. No, I can't sell him. There's nothing less than 85. No, it's 85 million or you just go. That's what clubs will be doing for them,
But they've already
right?
signed someone. They signed Cunha. So
It's
Cunha is
confirmed now, right? Okay,
deal
so
done, right? So Cunha is
yes, deal
not
done. Yeah. So
Cunha is good, at
Cunha,
least is good.
they are looking at this guy from Ipswich. What's his name?
Dilap. Is it
Dilap
Dilap?
from Ipswich.
Okay,
They
Dilap.
are really
Okay.
serious about him. It's a
So
good bargain.
Cunha,
Um,
Dilap.
60
I thought they were going
million.
to sign that boy in
Dilap
Portuguese
30.
boys. They're not
Oh,
signing him again. Gyökeres, or what's his name? They're not signing him again.
how many strikers do they want to sign?
I guess they don't need, because Xerxes is for sale, but then I think Xerxes is a good number 2. You know.
Even for number 3 is not good. Man, you standard
Wow.
is not. Let me tell you something. Do you know that as much as I despise, let me not say despise, I criticize Nicholas Jackson almost every match, and
Yeah.
I'm almost crying for him when he missed chance.
Mm-hmm.
Zexi will not enter my team.
Even, do you know the funny thing? Even if
Will Zexi enter my team? Do you think Zexi will enter my team?
I don't think so.
He won't.
I just think the signings under Ten Hag were just so bad.
They were too bad.
They were just
That's the
so
problem.
bad. They were so bad.
And you have Anthony. Anthony is there. You have to sell that goat, the goat of Real Betis.
Just sell him to Real Betis. Let them just keep him.
Real Betis don't want. They want loan.
They don't want to buy him.
Loan. They want free. They want to just enjoy him. Enjoy the goats. That's what they want.
Enjoy the goat.
Enjoy the goats.
Enjoy the goat.
That's what they want.
My days.
Free
No,
merchandise.
but that makes so much sense, though. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense,
Why
actually.
would they go and spend 50
Yeah.
million?
Why kill yourself? Why stress yourself out?
And my brother, they want to test him another season, so that they are sure of what they are getting. Not the one that they will now go and commit 50 million. Then the tire. He say you tested the car. We gave you to test the car. Then suddenly you now say, okay, I've bought the car. You leave the dealership. The car does not start. That's Anthony in mind you.
It's like they just keep him on to keep on trying him and see how far and what they can get from him. And if he starts flopping, okay, take it back. You don't want it again.
Let's go.
Real Betis. Real Betis, you guys are scam.
So that's it.
Wow.
So
Anyway.
Onana now, if you can just get like, the problem now is hard to get goalkeeper.
Because
you don't want to go and sell Onana and now go and get a basket.
Who you get? Because goalkeeper is almost like you have to go for somebody experienced.
Do you know the funny thing? Do you know that they had Henderson in Crystal Palace? But you know, was their youth team keeper?
Dinenas.
He was there. He's better than what's his name? Onana.
He would definitely have caught that ball that made them lose the final.
He's better than
definitely have caught that.
By far.
I think right now United, I don't know what they are going for, and I don't know what they will go for in order to rebuild the team. If they'll go for people more experienced,
they are going for only. They say they are going for the quotes from Jim Ratcliffe. Everybody is for sale. They want to cost cutting measure. They are only going for Premier League proven talent.
Players. That's the best thing.
Only.
That's the best. For now, especially in this transition. And I remember us saying this on this live Did we not say it's good to buy Premier League proven players if you're
We
transitioning
said
to
we
something?
said it. I think it was last week that
But then we talked about
Chevy said was
them
too
being
expensive.
expensive, right?
Yeah.
But that's the best thing. If you can get majority of your players from the Premier League and they're Premier League proven, are you telling me Oli Watkins will not start over Zexi
What is sexy?
or Hoyland? I don't even know why you go and buy Rasmus Hoyland when you can sign Oli
I can't.
Watkins. You can
Kingsley,
even
I
bring in
cannot
bring
in
in
the
some of those
world
Aston Villa
believe.
boys,
I
Crystal
cannot.
Palace boys.
I can't in the world believe that Rasmus Hoyland was bought for how much? How much did they bought him for? If you can cross check, was bought for 80 something million. That's a worse buy than Mikhailo Modric.
Damn.
Terrible buy than Modric. It's sad, but
It was bought for $82 million.
82 million. 82
Yeah.
million.
So Mascherano signed from Atalanta for an initial fee of £64 million, which is
Mm.
approximately $82 million. The deal also includes potential add-ons, an additional £8 million, bringing the total potential value to £72 million, $92 million.
Just sell him now before you go and pay the
Who
add-ons.
buy who will buy him?
Hoyland.
Who will buy Hoyland?
That's the even Bournemouth will not even buy him.
Hoyland right now, his value has gone from 82 million to almost like 20 million,
20. You didn't
or
talk of
even
3.
less,
3 million.
or even less.
I'm telling you that this guy should go. I told you last week that he should go and play for League One. Is it not what
Or
I said?
even less. Ah, I don't even know how long his contract is.
For Hoyland, they can't sell him. They should just loan him out to a team like maybe Coventry in the Championship.
I think they loan this 5 year deal. They gave him a 5 year deal. A
The
five
5 year
year
deal will
deal.
soon be over. That's
Would
even the
it
problem now.
five
He's
years?
done 2 years. He's done 2 years, right?
Oh, he's done 2 years. Oh my days, it's not 2 years, it's 2023 to 2028. So
He's done two.
he has
He's
he
done
has 3 years, he has 3 years left.
after when Chelsea signed players and they are signing to 2032, people will say, "Oh, Chelsea, they don't know what they are doing." Leave us, leave us. We don't know what we're doing. Just leave us.
Oh my days. Oh my days.
It's crazy.
It's really crazy. It's really insane. It's really insane.
So
Wow.
that's it. As
A lot of conversations about Manchester United and them putting all their players up for sale. But if you're going to sell the current squad, how much are you selling each player for? Let's start from Onana. How much are you selling Onana for? Let me pull up their squad and then I'll ask you, I'll name the player, you tell me the price. You
I
tell me
tell
the
you,
price they are going for.
also insane. I don't think any player with choices will sign for Man U.
I actually don't think so. Like, why would I
But
want to go?
Cunha has signed
Cunha
for
was,
Man U.
yeah, but
I think that was
from
rushed.
Wolves, I think they'll just go to the lower teams like
Mm.
Crystal Palace, Brentford, some of these guys. Even if they sign Mbuemo can come into this
They
Amorim
want
style of
they,
play.
they want to sign Mbuemo.
They want
Man
to.
U, yes.
I see.
That's the kind.
That was just a guess. But
That's the kind of player they should be going for.
Mbuemo will fit Amorim style of play because
Yeah,
Mbuemo
they
is
can.
fast. He's
Yeah,
on the wings.
exactly. They want to go for pace and energy, pace and strength or something like that.
So
Pacey.
everybody is for sale. Let's start from the keepers. Alte Baninder. I don't know how to
I
pronounce
don't
his
know
name.
him. 1 million.
From Turkey. Okay. Tom Heaton. We don't know what. I don't know if he has
Five
ever played.
hundred k. 500k.
Okay. Andre Onana.
Onana. Onana is for all these teams like Crystal Palace. What
Mhm.
will I say now?
Onana is actually not too bad, right? It's just I just
Maybe
don't believe
15 million, 15 million. Onana has a good resale value. People will go for him.
because
You
he's
can
a
sell
ball playing
Onana
keeper.
for like 20.
He's a ball playing keeper. People
Yes, you
people
can
want
sell
that.
him for
I think
20.
Onana should just go to a different league. I think
Yeah,
Onana go
20.
back.
That is, yeah, I not take Onana for free.
Onana
My
can even go
brother,
back to
that's why
Onana
I
can
said
even go
5
back to the other
million.
leagues.
In fact, just give him an pay later.
Just Onana should just go back to Italy.
Pay
Onana
later.
go back to Italy. Just go back to Italy. There's no point. Anyways, Victor Lindelof.
His contract is expiring. He's leaving.
So just for free.
Yeah, yeah.
Mazraoui.
I think Mazraoui should stay.
Okay, Mazraoui
Yes,
stay.
yeah.
Delete.
Just sell. They bought Delete for like 50 something million. Maybe just sell him for like, if you can get 25, 30.
Yeah,
Just let it.
Maguire. Maguire is 32, so he's already old.
That's old. Maybe
I
5
think
million.
I think collect I
5
think
million.
collect Saudi. I think Saudi.
Saudi money, Saudi bag
Saudi money for Onana. Saudi.
for him.
I
Maybe
say
5
for Maguire, Saudi
for
for Maguire.
for Austin say Delete is good. Which good? Hmm. Austin is like you didn't watch Man U, the disaster of Delete.
I think Maguire is good, to be honest. I think Maguire is okay.
He's good.
I think
Yeah.
keep Maguire for that experience.
Maguire,
Lisandro Martinez.
keep him. You have to keep Martinez.
Okay, we
That's the
keep
only good buy Ten Hag had.
Dogu. Dogu, we keep Dogu.
Leave Dogu. You have to keep Dogu.
Lenny Euro.
Even that Euro safe.
Euro is young, he's a kid, he's 19. I
Just leave
think
him.
there's a lot to learn.
Just leave
Dalo.
him. Sell Dalo. Sell Dalo.
Look Shaw.
Like 10 million. If you can get 10 million for Dalo, look sure 3 million.
I can't believe Johnny Evans is still on the team. I'm not waiting him playing in
Just
time.
give it out for free.
Man, it's funny. Johnny Evans, okay, for free.
Austin is saying, I'm using the old Ajax eyes to look at my brother. Since he went to Juventus, whatever, he became rusty. His waist is gone. Delete waist is gone. I don't know what he uses his waist for.
What of Messi Mount? He keep Messi Mount.
Sell him.
But Messi Mount just came.
Top of the list, bro.
You're just saying this as a Chelsea fan.
Sell him. You know, Chelsea fans are happy that Messi Mount is for sale. We're like, we go back and buy our boy back.
You guys are hating on Messi Mount.
But
Messi Mount is not that bad.
The club are saying they are not interested. They are not interested in Messi Mount, bro. We've moved on.
Who is not interested in Messi Mount?
The club.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Messi Mount cannot even enter my midfield now. Can he enter my midfield?
No.
Not those Lakadesica,
Enzo Palma Caicedo. I think that's a very
even Lavia is there.
Yeah.
So how does he enter?
He's not entering now. He's not entering now.
You can get 30 million from Messi Mount.
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Baba, maybe 65.
But Bruno is good though. Bruno is good. Okay, anyway, Bruno is 30 years old, right?
30.
Yeah, Bruno is 30. Yeah.
That's why they want to sell him.
Yeah, Bruno is 30 years old. But maybe Bruno, I don't think they should
get
sell
like
him.
40 something million from Bruno.
But Bruno, I don't think they should sell Bruno. That's just my opinion. I think he offers a lot, and I think it's someone you can build around. But anyways,
the funny thing, if they were selling Bruno, I wouldn't mind Chelsea buying Bruno as a backup for Cole Palmer.
I think Fernandes is good, and I don't think they should sell him. I actually don't think they should sell Fernandes.
But he's not for sale. He's what they. Yeah,
but honestly, like in Amorim's style of play, the way he doesn't fit it. The way he utilizes Bruno doesn't make any sense.
He's slow. He doesn't have energy. That Amorim's style of play is,
guys,
aggressive.
I'm just going to say it on this live. I'm just going to say it right now. I do not think 3-4-3 is a good formation.
Why?
I just don't think it's good enough.
No, it's a good. Conte used it to win the Premier League. Tuchel used it to win Champions League. What are you saying?
I don't think it makes any sense in my own
opinion.
I just don't think so. I just feel like 3-4-3 is a formation that can leave you exposed if you have like number one slow players that cannot track back.
That's why
I think 3-4-3 works best if you're doing a high press and you're keeping somewhat of a decent high line, right? Or you're doing somewhat of a mid block. But aside that, 3-4-3 to me is trash. That's just my own opinion.
He needs to sell some of these players and go to. Okay, they want to buy Premier League.
3-4-3 requires a very niche set of players to really pull it off.
Jordan, it's almost here we go.
We go soon.
Yeah.
I just feel like 3-4-3 requires a very certain niche of players that are not super easy to access. Because you don't need a right back or a left back. You need a right wing back
that
and
can
a left
run.
wing back.
Yeah.
You're looking for people that can run.
Not like Dogu, that kind of energy.
Attacking threats.
Yeah.
They're attacking threats, but yet they are very defensive.
Yeah.
There are very few of those caliber of players that can really pull off those things. So you're really kind of trying to force a left back into a left wing back kind of situation. And I think
Yeah.
it can work against you. Keep it simple sometimes. But anyways, I move on. That's just my personal opinion on 3-4-3. But let's yeah, exactly. It's not a common formation.
Yeah.
So you
So
need
you need
special
special players.
players.
You're
You
right.
I'm really telling you, like 3-4-3 is a formation I've spent time thinking about. Right? How you looking at Manchester United right now, Amorim playing 3-4-3 is diabolical. It's really diabolical playing 3-4-3. It makes no sense.
But he doesn't know how to play any other formation.
It's you are a coach. You are a don't let me curse on this live. You are a coach. You don't know how to. You don't go and read books.
What are you coaching?
You know, even Pep sometimes adjusts things. What are you telling me?
Yeah.
3-4-3 sucks. It really sucks. Like look at 3-4-3. Look at the way. Look at how 4-3-3 destroys 3-4-3. Is exactly what happened in the Europa final.
Mm.
Just get your wingers. You see that 3-4-3, right?
Mm.
Those two guys are the wing backs. They are
Mm.
exposed all the time, right? The moment they commit and you beat Dogu or
You have a free chance.
you have bare space.
Yeah.
You have space. Just give a long ball. Let me tell you something. I'm playing 3-4-3 and I'm playing against someone that plays 3-4-3 and I have a Trent Alexander-Arnold. I would
Oh.
tell a Trent Alexander-Arnold with an Mbappe,
Long
Real
ball.
Madrid squad, find Vinicius, find Mbappe, long
Yeah,
balls.
they are dead. Find Vinicius with that pace.
And also 3-4-3, a team that plays low block will always destroy 3-4-3 because those teams are always looking to counter. It
Yes,
makes
they
no
sit back.
sense.
They just sit back,
They
soak up
sit
the
back.
pressure.
You've already committed your wingers. You've already committed the midfield. If you're not playing a box-to-box midfield or you're playing guys that are more defensive, then they don't offer you anything attack-wise.
Actually, true, they don't. And maybe that's why they want to
It
sell
makes no
Bruno.
sense.
That's why they want
Exactly.
to sell
Bruno does
Bruno.
not fit in a 3-4-3. It
You know
just
the
doesn't
kind
fit.
of the kind of energy they need in their midfield for this 3-4-3. Guess the kind of person. Just
Who?
guess. Bruno Grimares from Newcastle.
Fair.
Or Nottingham Forest midfielder. What's his name? That they bought
Um,
from Newcastle. He plays for Nottingham Forest now.
I know the guy you're talking about.
So someone like that,
Anderson or Anderson or something like that. I think that's
Anderson,
Anderson. That's his name.
they
Yeah.
need someone like that with
Somebody like
energy and fight,
You
right?
need a proper
Yeah.
like box to box midfielder that can really hold the ball. You need guys that can hold the ball and you pair them together. But
Yeah.
I don't think it offers you enough. But anyways, let's move on. Ericsson.
Gone free.
Yeah, Ericsson is 33 years old. I don't even know why he's still in this squad, to be honest. Casemiro is old, 33.
Gone.
How is this your
Sad.
midfield? How is this a midfield that you want to win things? Anyways, moving on. We have Ugarte. Ugarte just came from PSG.
I
He's
think he should stay.
24.
Yeah.
I think he stays.
PSG rejected him. There's a reason why they allowed him go. He wasn't good enough.
Ugarte, right?
Yeah.
Ugarte doesn't even start in PSG right now. Because where does Ugarte
PSG
start?
or Man U. He doesn't start in Man U.
No, I'm saying Ugarte in the
Oh,
PSG squad.
no. He can't start.
Who is he starting over?
Can't
Vitinha?
start.
Who is he starting over? Anyway, Vitinha doesn't play that role.
And do you
Who is he
know
starting over?
one funny thing? It was either Ugarte or Caicedo. These were the options Chelsea wanted. It's because Ugarte rejected Chelsea that they went for Caicedo.
You guys are
God
lucky.
saved us.
You guys are
We've been in the. I like as we paid that 100 and something
oh my
million.
days.
We've been in a big disaster.
All right, what of Kobe Mino?
Just sell him. If you can get 40 million, 50
I just
million.
think the system doesn't fit Kobe Mino.
Yeah, sell Kobe. In fact, they should go for in Bournemouth, this Adam something, this American guy. There's this American that plays for Bournemouth.
Oh, I know we were talking about Tyler Adams.
They
Oh,
can
what's his
get
name?
him. They
Oh,
can
that's
get
his name.
him.
I think let me
It's
look for
Tyler
it.
Adams.
Tyler Adams, yeah, I
They
think
can
that's
get
his
him
name.
in the midfield.
Yeah.
And he'll do a good job. He'll do a good job.
But I think Kobe Mino fits a 4-2-3-1 type of system.
Yes, but not this.
Kobe Mino is
You
such
know
a
the funny
good
thing.
yeah.
You know the funny thing. Sorry to cut you short.
No.
In January, when there was rumors that they wanted to sell Mino, Do you know the first club that rushed and called Manchester United and said, if you want to sell mine, we're interested. Guess the club.
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
I think
And
Mino
you want
is a
and you
good signing.
wonder, and I thought about it, why is this man rushing for mine?
It makes so much
If he can
sense.
sit. You see that sitting? He will
And
sit.
Mino knows how to break up attack. Mino can read the game. He can stop all those balls that will transition anyhow. Like you actually need a player like Mino in a 4-2-3-1 type of system, right? Or
Yeah,
even a 4-3-3 type of system. I think Mino will do well in that system. And I
yeah,
don't know why Mino too can move the ball forward, right?
yeah,
He can come into this deep line playmaking type of role. I
yeah.
think he's good, but I don't know. Anyways, I still think 3-4-3 makes no sense. But I think those are the relevant people in that midfield. Rasmus Højlund said sell. Amadialu, what do you think? Keep,
It's
sell.
good. It's good.
Garnacho, pretty much going. I didn't even know that
But
there
you
was
know
somebody
the
called
problem. The
Chido Obi.
problem now is, they might end up selling most of their youth team players.
That's the
You
thing.
see, Garnacho, they will try to get like 50 million from Garnacho, 50 million from mine, 100 million pure profits.
Mm-hmm.
They can invest that money inside the squad, right?
Hmm.
So, yeah, let's leave Man U. Florian Wirtz,
Yeah, let's go to
almost done.
Liverpool.
Very
Yeah,
good player.
Florian Wirtz to Liverpool. It's almost a here we
You
go. You
guys
see my
are
club,
just
man.
you guys are
FSG,
just moving
FSG,
strategically.
FSG. I give them so much stick that they don't want to spend money and stuff, but they've come through. And they are not playing games when it comes to any slot, right? They really want to back this coach
And it's not really expensive. And you end up you find out that they will get Florian Wirtz for a cheaper price than Manchester City wants. I don't know how they do it.
because it's simple. The project is simple. I think we have a well laid project. We have
Mm,
a well clear plan and vision. We
mm,
have a culture and a style of play and how we want to play. We
mm.
have a coach that knows what he wants from his
Yeah.
players and how he wants to play,
You guys are buying.
right?
How many people have you
So
bought now?
I know Frimpong, we've closed the deal on Frimpong. Medical
Yeah,
has been done.
yeah,
We are going for Kekes, right? Oh, that's his name,
yeah.
like
Skokes,
Kekes.
yeah, Victor
Kekes,
Skokes, yeah,
modal left back. We are going
yeah.
for Florian, right? In that,
Wow.
Florian is almost like a 10. He's almost like a
Yeah, it's a 10.
10 left winger. And I think it's almost bringing Florian into the squad. It's almost like we're preparing ourselves for that Luis Diaz to Barcelona kind of movement. So if Luis Diaz goes
Do you
to
think you will swap Luis Diaz to Barcelona? You guys will sell.
No, like when if Luis Diaz goes to Barcelona and
Mm.
Florian Wirtz come into the squad, is a good replacement, right? Because
Okay.
Florian can play on the left wing. Florian
Mm.
can play somewhat of a false nine type of position. I think
True,
he
true,
can
true.
play as a 10. He
Mm.
can, he can set floor. We almost like we get this kind of attackers that can almost play that left wing
Depending on
forward.
how the game is going,
Depending on how the game is going, can make them
right?
dynamic. They are
Yeah.
very dynamic, right? So Florian is a very good, signing coming into Liverpool. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I
Yeah.
think this is amazing. This is amazing. It's great news. What do you think about this signing?
It's a good one. I think he's a good one. So he's an intelligent player. That's one key thing you should know. Like
Mm-hmm.
players that are intelligent, I rate them very highly because it's not just
Mm-hmm.
about them. I know you need to have good passing, kick the ball around, pace, but you see, intelligence sets you apart. When
Yeah,
you understand the game, you
you
look
know
at
how
it,
to read the
you
game.
see things that people cannot see.
Yeah,
Oh my God, it's wonderful to see.
yeah. It's coming in, and we also have people that are going to leave too as well, right? We have Nunes is going to leave.
Is he
Uh,
sure he's leaving?
Nunez will most likely leave this summer. I'm very sure Nunez will leave this
Wow.
summer. It will be sad to see Nunez go, but it's bittersweet because I'm happy that
Yeah, but
Nunez
at
is
least you
going.
can get something from
You can
Nunes.
get something from him
Yeah,
leaving, but
yeah.
it's kind of sad in that because Nunez he helped me. I will never forget Liverpool Newcastle 1-0, 10 men. They make that
Yes,
sub.
he came back. He came
Nunez
in and
came back.
God,
That
you
pass,
guys won. Yeah,
man, and we won 2-1. Nunes scored 2 goals.
2 goals. Yeah,
Wow. I think that for me will be Nunes will definitely be missed once he leaves the squad. But we need somebody that can come in and score goals. We're tired
true.
of this unpredictability when it comes to our strikers. So I'm really excited to see Liverpool, we won the league and we've not even done our parade, we've not even done anything, and we are making moves, right? We are trying to make sure we secure the bag, make sure everything is good, everywhere is,
Secure the league for next season.
secure. Yeah, because we
We
go again
suffer.
next season, we go again, and
We
we try
suffer.
to win the league again next season. Because
Yeah.
why not, right? Try to win the league, try to win Champions League, win trophies. We're a club that deserves to win a lot of trophies.
True.
But
True.
anyways, let's wrap up the stream. Final thoughts. What do you think?
Final thoughts. I'm happy that Conte won the Scudetto, right? Napoli won it. He deserves it. He's a brilliant manager. He's shown it in different leagues and different clubs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Manchester United, they need to sell at least. They should not sell all their squad.
Mm-hmm.
Like Austin said, it might lead them to relegation.
Mm-hmm.
Keep some as a backbone. You need people like Bruno. You need people like Dogu. There's some kind of people that you still need in that squad.
Mm-hmm.
Maguire, you still need him. Just keep him there as senior, but maybe keep maybe six of them or
Mm-hmm.
five or six. Sell most of them, then
Yeah.
add youth
Yeah.
to it. So you have a blend of senior people, getting new people that are much senior and experienced. Then you have youth team players
Mm-hmm.
to get that fresh blend.
Yeah.
So you have people that have the energy and they're willing to learn. They can go 10,000 miles. Then you have people that
Mm-hmm.
are experienced with new ideas. Then you have
Mm-hmm.
people that have been there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you don't want the old culture, right? But
Mm-hmm.
still, but
Exactly. They
Austin
need
is
it.
saying Man U needs a steady 5 year plan. And they do.
They
They
do.
do need. Yeah.
100%. They
Yeah.
100%
I think
need a
that's the final thought.
35-year plan.
Yeah.
But yeah, my final thoughts. I think when the season started and I realized Conte did not see Osimhen as part of his project, in my mind I already ruled it out that he was not going to do anything with Napoli.
Yeah.
So as much as I drew that in my mind, I'm kind of happy for them that I was proven wrong, and
Yeah.
they were able to use guys like Lakaka, and the boys they had Mctominay, and still pull off being champions. So congrats to Napoli for
Yeah.
their Serie A victory. 1 point win against Inter Milan. I think that is quite
That's a
impressive.
good one.
And I'm
Yeah.
super excited to see what Inter Milan will do with this loss of the league. And if it will fail them going into the Champions League to be like, we need to win something. We need to win
Yeah.
the Champions
Because
League.
this is the
And
second title, the second stuff they are losing this season, right? They lost the final, they've lost the Scudetto, right?
yeah, so I think this will be great for them going into the
So
Champions League, is to give them a chance to really give PSG a run
for
and
their
a
money,
and a really good fight, and
yeah,
see. I know it's going to be entertaining for us, the non-fans, and it's going to be super exciting for us. And we spoke a lot about United. We spoke a lot about the changes that needs to happen in
extensively.
United extensively. And like I've been saying in all the lives and streams we'll be having, United have been going through transition years. They need to settle down, have a proper transition
Have a
season,
plan, like
pick a
Austin said,
coach,
5 year
have
plan.
a 5-year plan, have a style of play that they want to implement, have a culture they want to
Yeah,
implement. Reading some players and they're getting rid of some players is quite necessary in order for them to build up the culture again and say, this is United, this is how we want to play. Right? We, the rival fans, we're kind of tired of beating them. They're not a banter club. United fans cannot come and tell me anything. You guys haven't was a mid-table team. You guys are a relegation team at best at this point. So all your days of whatever, go and sit down. I'm so happy that you guys lost Europa because it exposed you guys for the fraud that you guys are as a club, and expose your manager as a fraud that he is trying to go unbeaten in Europe. You lost the final. You guys are fraudulent. Have a transition season, rebuild your squad, and then come back and talk to me that my team were champions. Come back and maybe we can have that conversation. But you guys will not be in any other competition next season, so you can focus on the Premier League and focus on
yes.
rebuilding
I
your
think it's a
squad.
good thing for them. It's a good
Yeah,
thing, you know?
good thing for them. But yeah, Florian, with Liverpool, I'm super excited that Liverpool are making great deals and we're making fantastic moves. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing what is going to happen next season. Already getting us, the fans, excited for next season, making these great signings. But shout out to everybody that came on the chat. Austin, I really appreciate you. Jordan,
I
and
appreciate
every
you,
other
yeah,
person that
Jim.
commented. Big
Yeah,
ups to you
Dorcas.
guys.
Yeah.
We'll be back again tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So we're going
Tomorrow will
like
be the
3
big
days.
one in preview of the final day.
Preview of the final day. Some teams will cry that they didn't make it to Champions League. But big shout out to Chelsea because you guys are kind of already there. If
I
Aston
hope
Villa.
we'll
If
see.
Aston Villa don't win and you guys don't, if you guys win,
Don't, Kingsley, don't put your hope in Manchester United. You just saw what happened on Wednesday.
if you guys win, you guys go. So it's like
You
it's up
go.
to
We don't
you.
want to hope on Manchester
You have
United.
to win to go.
Yeah, so that's it.
All right. Shout out to you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right.
See you. Ciao.
Bye.